Hello students, I am back with the next topic of the chapter, air around us. In previous video we have learned about air, properties of air, then properties of air, some one or two examples of air present everywhere, air around us and all. Now in this video also I will explain some other topic, that composition of air. So let's see, look closely to the picture, composition of air. Here 100% air, in from 100% you can see 78% nitrogen is there. See this blue color, 78% nitrogen is there, it means maximum amount of nitrogen. Now see here 21% oxygen is there, here red color you can see 21% oxygen, then 1% carbon dioxide, water vapor and other gases, it means dust particles and other argon and neon, this type of gases. So total 78 plus 21, so 79 means 99 and plus 1%, so 100, total 100% composition of total 100%, from total 100% air, 78% nitrogen, then 21% oxygen and 1% carbon dioxide, water vapor, dust particles, smoke and other gases. See, and you know that I told you that air is a mixture of gases. You know students, until the 18th century, people thought that air was just one substance. They did not know about this everything. So they thought that air was just one substance only. So later on, experiments have proved that it is really not one substance, but air is a mixture of many gases. You know that air is a mixture of many gases. So after that, what kind of mixture is it? Sometimes we thought this, what kind of mixture? So okay, so let us find one major, it means about some of the major component of the mixture. So first of all, that air contains mainly nitrogen and oxygen, that you have seen, because 78% nitrogen and 21% oxygen is there. Now it also contains carbon dioxide, some noble gases also, then water vapor, dust particles and some amount of, little amount of we can say, and traces of other gases. So now, okay, so let us verify the presence of some constituents of air. First of all, air is a mixture of gases. In that, water vapor, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, dust and smoke. Okay, so let us learn one by one. First is a water vapor. So we have learned earlier also that air contains water vapor. Yes, no, remember, because in previous chapter only I told you one experiment, I show you one experiment that air contain water vapor. We also saw that when air comes in a contact with a cool surface, what will happen? It condenses and drops of water appear on the cooled surface. Remember, I told you about one cooled water bottle. When you keep one cool water bottle on the table, after some time you can see then some water puddle around the water bottle. Why happens so? Because cool surface of the water, and see all air around us. So whenever air comes in a contact with a cool water bottle, water vapor present in a air also comes in a contact with cool water bottle. Now what will happen? When it comes in a contact with a cool surface, it condenses, and again water vapor convert into water drops. So drops of water appear on the cooled surface. So this way also you can prove that water vapor is present in air. So the presence of water vapor in air is important for the water cycle also in nature. That also you have learned. For water cycle also, water vapor is very important in the air. So air contains varying amounts of water vapor depending on the weather of a place. It means how much water vapor is there in air, that is depend on the weather of a place. So you have learned about water cycle also. So the sun heats up the water in the seas and oceans. Now this water evaporates and form of water vapor. Now about wet cloth also you have learned. So water from the wet clothes disappear. So the water from the wet clothes forms water vapor and mix with the air. So this way you can verify the presence of water vapor in air by observing condensation of water outside a glass of iced water. Second is oxygen. So for that also I am telling one activity. See, now fix two small candles of a same size in the middle of two shallow containers. Now fill the containers with some water. Light the candles and then cover each one them with an inverted glass. Okay, so one is smaller glass and one is bigger glass, no problem. Now observe carefully what happens to the burning candles and water level. Okay. So the burning of the candle must be due to the presence of some components of air. Yes. So do you find any difference in your observation with the two glasses of height or anything? So burning can occur only in the presence of oxygen. That you have to remember. Burning can occur only in the presence of oxygen. We see that one component of air is oxygen. Yes, because 1% oxygen is there in air. So now the amount of air and hence its oxygen component inside each glass in our experiment is limited only. So when most of the oxygen is used up by the burning candle, it can no longer burn and blows out. Also water rises up in the glass once the candle blows out. So however, this rise in water level should not be associated with the amount of oxygen so utilized in burning of the candle. And one more thing, oxygen is odorless, colorless and tasteless. Oxygen is used in respiration and forms an important part of the atmosphere as it is necessary to sustain terrestrial life, that you know, because we breathe oxygen. Without oxygen we cannot live. So it is very necessary to sustain terrestrial life. Now one more thing, oxygen is also great supporter of combustion, we can say. So combustion can occur only in the presence of oxygen. One more time I am telling one activity. to show the presence of oxygen in air. How can you show that? For that you need some material, big ball, water, a candle, then matchbox and a glass. So how can you show that? First of all, take a candle and place it in a big ball. Then now fill the ball with some water. Then light the candles and cover it with an inverted glass. After some time, what is your observation? The candle keeps burning for some time, but after some time the candle blows out. Why so? What is your conclusion? So oxygen helps in burning. What is your conclusion? Oxygen helps in burning. When the oxygen inside the glass is used up, the candle is put out. Again I am telling, oxygen helps in burning. When the oxygen inside the glass is used up, the candle is put out. So you have to remember, combustion can occur only in the presence of oxygen. Oxygen is a great supporter for combustion. Now next component is nitrogen. See, now in previous activity you have seen that oxygen is a major part of air is still present in the glass bottle. It means when all oxygen used up, what is the major part of air? That is nitrogen only, because 78% nitrogen is there in air. So still present, major part of air present in the glass bottle even after a candle blew out. Yes, na? So this indicates the presence of some component in the air which does not support burning. Why candles blow out? Oxygen is a great supporter of burning. That's why candle blow. Now what will happen? All oxygen used up. After that, your candle blown out. It means it indicates the presence of some component is there in air which does not support burning. So the major part of air which does not support burning candles is a nitrogen, because a nitrogen does not support burning. So it takes up nearly 4/5 of the space that air fills. It means nitrogen is the primary element found in free form, we can say. So it forms about 78% of the Earth's atmosphere. Nitrogen occurs in all organisms primarily as amino acid and nucleic acid. So air contains about 78% nitrogen, where nitrogen does not support burning. Next component is a carbon dioxide. Okay, for that also I am telling one thing. In a closed room, if there is some material that is burning, so you may have felt suffocation that time. Yes, no? Why? This is due to excess of carbon dioxide, because you know when something is burning, because you know that oxygen is great supporter of burning and you are inhaling also oxygen. So what will happen, that slowly and gradually all oxygen used up and you feel suffocation because of that lack of oxygen. So as this is due to excess of carbon dioxide, you also exhale carbon dioxide as the burning continues. So carbon dioxide makes up a small component of air around us. So plants and animal also consume oxygen for respiration and produce carbon dioxide. Plants and animal matter on burning also consume oxygen and produce mainly carbon dioxide and a few other gas. It means when something is burning, so it consume oxygen and give out again carbon dioxide. So air contains about 0.03% carbon dioxide. How much? Air contains 0.03% carbon dioxide only. Plants and animals take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide during respiration, that you know. When you burn something, carbon dioxide also produce. It means that two-way. So plants utilize carbon dioxide during the process of photosynthesis also. Now plants and animal matter on burning consume oxygen and produce mainly carbon dioxide and other gases. So this now our next is dust and smoke. See, air contains dust and smoke also. So the burning of fuel also produce smoke, and smoke contain a few gases and fine dust particles and is often harmful also. That you know that is why only you can see that long chimneys in factories. See, in sunny room, for example, in sunny room, then when you enter, close the doors and windows with curtain, pull down, makes the room dark. So what will happen? Just a little, it means such a way that allows sunlight to enter the room only throughout the small slit. Now look carefully that incoming a beam of sunlight. So you can see some dust particles from in a beam of sunlight. During winter also you may see in that. This shows that air also contains dust particles. It means that presence of dust particles in air varies from time to time, we can say that. And one more thing, that when you inhale air, when breathe through our nostrils, some that fine hair are present in your nostrils and mucus also there, that it prevent dust particles from getting into the respiratory system. So it means so it is very important for harmful dust particles may enter in your body. So the tiny particles that are seen when sunlight falls in a dark room are dust particles, and some smoke. See, have you seen that sun rays entering the dark room? So what will happen? Have you noticed tiny particles in the rays? So these are dust particles, and air contains dust. So air is also contains smoke released from factories and vehicles. So students, till here only today. Now in next video I will explain some more topics of the lesson. We'll meet you soon. Thank you.